going on, guys? How you doing? My name is Tony Benalla, and I'm going to be starting this webinar here shortly. I just want to make sure I get all my connections done and make sure everybody that comes on is actually able to connect. And once I get confirmation, I'm just going to go ahead and start. Cool.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
All right. Well, we're live, guys, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. First of all, I want to welcome you to the Monday night hangout here, where we're going to show you how you can earn your first $5,000 and how you can actually duplicate that with your existing team. This webinar is directly targeted towards people that's already in like a home-based business, already in network marketing or affiliate marketing, and anybody that's really either existing, a newbie, or that you're a potential prospect. Maybe you've been researching this industry for a while and you've run into a lot of struggles and you're not sure if this is really for you. So we're going to go over some statistics, some facts that helped me in the beginning, and hopefully you can kind of relate with it. But before we get into anything, guys, I want to just encourage you to turn off your cell phones, turn off your television, turn off all of Facebook, and just turn off whatever social media you got going on that can potentially distract you. And if you can also maybe get a pen and notebook paper, because the weakest ink is better than the best memory. And as we take notes, and as people take notes, they can actually refer back to those. So in the problems in the future that you come across, you can actually refer back to your notes, and it's some of the things that can help you overcome some struggles in your business, as it's helped me. So that's I've always been a note taker. When I went to events or when I watched webinars or anything like that, I always took notes, because I just love referring back to those, because you can easily forget these things. And what we're going to go over today is absolutely amazing stuff that you need to know, things that I didn't know in the beginning, and if I did, it would have totally transformed my business to where I'm actually at now. All right. So today, my name's Tony Benalla, and I'm a top affiliate marketer, one of the top affiliate marketers on the in one of the biggest teams within the Power Network. And I also have a co-presenter with me, and I'll be on here in a little bit. Her name is Alex, and she's from Bolivia, but she has a few things that she's taking care of right now, but she's going to just come on, and I'm pretty sure that we'll welcome her as soon as she comes on as well. You can see she has a picture down there. I think she's taking care of some family stuff. She just got home, but she's going to invest her personal time here away from her personal life and kind of help me help you, right? Okay, so what we're going to do here, guys, we're going to go through a structure of things that is important to know when you first get in like network marketing or a home-based business, things that you really need to know, things that really people don't tell you in the very beginning, right? And it could make a difference. It could be the difference between your business or team crumbling down within the next 6 months or having a massive explosion within the next 6 months. All right, so we're going to go over all that stuff. We're going to go over factual numbers, and probably, if something comes in my mind, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up as well, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by telling you a little bit about my story, because when people tell stories, right, there's kind of hidden facts in there. I was always wondering why people always told their stories, but the truth is that when someone tells their story, they're talking about their real life, what really happened. How many times do we actually wish that we can actually stand beside and live with a seven-figure earner and really wonder what happened to them and how they actually went from zero to hero, right? So in stories, that's what those details contain. People actually will tell you their stories, tell you exactly what happened. Not that I'm going to give you my long, 2-hour story today. I'll probably only give you about 5 minutes of it, but I'm going to give you the important parts. And some things that possibly one or two of you guys can relate to that are out there. We're not here to reach out to everyone. Like I said, we're here with a purpose to reach out to a single person, maybe, or just the right people that are maybe stuck in their business, maybe personally, maybe personal development, maybe just their leadership, maybe their affiliate team or network marketing team is stuck, and maybe you need something to get yourself over the hump, and we're going to take care of that for you today, okay? So my story starts out like this, guys. I started back in network marketing back in 1996, and I got involved in a company called Amway, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know about Amway. And it's one of the top, multi-level marketing companies that was founded in 1959 by Rich DeVos, the DeVos family, who also owned the Orlando Magic, right? It started in the basement, and as you all know, they sell soap and vitamins and cleaners and all that stuff, right? So that was my story back in 1996. I spent my first 5 years in the network marketing industry being an Amway distributor, right? I did everything they told me to do. right? When you got sponsored, I built my list of everyone I knew, all my friends and all my family, my mailbox man, my grocery clerk, my dentist, everybody, you know, and then I used memory joggers of activities that they told me to do, right? So we come up with a list of, you know, 100, 200, 300 names. And when we do that, we're supposed to always carry that around with us, so next time we run into somebody on that list, we can cross them off as long as we prospect them or show them the plan, right? That's one of the traditional ways of network marketing, right? And so I did that for 5 years, and I got so hungry and so passionate about my dreams because they showed me how I can actually live my dreams following the exact plan that they told me to do. So I did it committedly, passionately, every day. I prospected. I showed 5 plans a day, right? And they said as long as you can sponsor 1 person a month and you can teach your other people how to sponsor 1 person a month, at the end of the year, you'll have about 4,000 people in your organization, right? Well, as we know, I've never met anybody or heard of anybody that's actually really done that. And according to Eric Worre, a lot of things that I covered today, I learned from 8-figure earners, 7-figure earners, and I've spent thousands of dollars on coaching. So all these stuff are factual facts from people that have big names and experience in the industry, right? So, yeah, they tell you that you'll have 4,000 people in your organization at the end of the year, which that never really happened to me, and I never really met somebody who actually had that happen to them, right? So I'd be driving down the road in Tampa, Florida, is where I'm from, you know, most of my 20s, and I would look at a building downtown, and I would look at this high skyscraper, and I would pick a window, a level, like a 7th floor, and I would say, you know what, I'm going to drive up to this building, I'm going to take the elevator to the 7th floor, and the first person who comes across me, I'm going to show them the plan. I'm going to ask them the question, and what's the question, right? They used to tell you that what you want to do is you want to just form people, right? It's form. You want to talk about family, just F-O-R-M, family, talk about their occupation, talk about the recreation, what they do, and then deliver the message, right, on how you can help them solve their problems. So what I did was I went up there, and the first person that came across was I talked to them about their family, talked to them about their occupation, about their recreation, and then if they were the right prospect and they were qualified, I'd actually bust out my little notepad and I'd show them the plan. I'd say, hey, listen, well, if you had a couple minutes, I said, I'm going to show you something if you're looking for a way to make a secondary source of income, or are you totally happy with what you're doing, was basically my message. And they said, oh yeah, I'm always open to ways to make extra money. Then that was the cue where you actually busted out your pen and paper and you wrote the plan, right? I mean, so you can ask any leader, and they've all done that. They've all been through those things. They've all been through those tough times. And we all know a lot of times, I mean, it's just after a while, after 5 years, it got brutal. It got brutal. At the age of 19 years old, I walked into a Lexus dealer, and I talked to the sales manager over there, and I pretended for like, I would say 2 hours that I was looking for a Lexus at 19 years old. And then finally, when we were brought to the office, I busted out the form. And when I delivered the message and I showed them the plan, I got kicked out of the office at 19 years old. All right, but all that happened because I was so passionate, and some of you on this webinar right now are so passionate about your dreams and got involved in the network marketing business, and you have a long road ahead of you, and a lot of things aren't told to you by your company or by your upline and stuff, that if you were to know these things ahead of time, it's probably going to help you actually get over these struggles when you hit them on your road to success. All right, so after 5 years, I quit that business. All right, not that I didn't like it anymore. I just got burned out. I went to every event. I went to like 3 major conventions a year, for 5 years. I traveled. I didn't miss an event. And I saw, the likes of Donald Trump. I met Robert Kiyosaki, and I met all the Amway distributors, the executive diamonds, the crown ambassadors and stuff. And I bought all the tapes, and I invested thousands of dollars, okay, and borrowed money from my parents as well to just buy any book and buy any tape. So what came out of those 5 years was a mindset that totally changed my life forever. I didn't reach the success that I had in Amway or what I wanted, or I didn't reach any of my dreams, but it really kind of like took on a personal mindset that I needed to be where I'm at today. Because that same mindset and everything I went through, it helped me achieve the level that I did today in Empower Network. All right? So I took time off, okay, from 2001, I think I had quit Amway, and then I just went back to being an employee or a self-employed person, right? I was a bartender by trade, and after 11 years, my parents and my family, they got involved in the health and fitness network marketing business in 2011, and they were all involved in it, and just like always, I'm always the last person to actually get involved in something because I was the last person to get involved in Amway in my family back then, and now everybody was involved in the health and fitness MLM. They were all calling me, they're saying, Tony, you have to do this, you have to do this. All right. So in those 11 years that I took a break, I really realized that, I was capable of so much more. But I didn't really know. I had a bad taste in my mouth of working so hard, going to all the conventions, and I didn't even make like a 4 or 5 figure residual income monthly, right? And I sponsored a lot of people. But here's the thing is that I got so burned out, right? But I really didn't want to get back involved at that point in 2011, but because I love my mom so much, and she's so great, I said, okay, Mom, I said, I'm going to get involved in your network marketing business, and let's go ahead and do this, all right? But I told myself, okay, I hung up the phone, and I went in my room, and I was like, you know what? I really didn't want to do it, but I said, if I'm going to do it, because I know that this can give me the financial freedom over what my job can give me, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it right, and I'm not going to do anything else, but I'm just going to dedicate myself to it, right? So in 2011, I started the business, right? I started the business, the health and fitness business, where they sell shakes and workout programs and stuff like that. And what I accomplished then, because I already had the mindset, and I'm going to talk about that too in a second shortly after this, is what happened was I still had the mindset, so I was so hungry that I achieved diamond level in that MLM in a period of 42 days and became the fastest person to diamond in that team, which now I believe is the #1 team in that network marketing business. All right, so, and you say, am I still actively promoting it? Well, the answer is no, and I'll tell you the reason why. Is because, I believe that there are like points in your life that bring you to your ultimate destination, right? And so what happened is that I felt that something was missing. When you hit a diamond level in that business, you've proven to yourself that you could do it, and all you got to do is help other people become diamond. You become a millionaire, right? And so what happened was I found out that things were missing. I was building my team fast. I was the fastest person to diamond on that team, but people weren't making money on my team, right? I was the only one making money. I mean, people were sponsoring here and there, but there was never people that had a fast explosion like I did. And I wanted that. I wanted people to succeed because I knew people got involved in home-based business because they have big dreams, because they want to do something for their family. They want to become a father, a better father, a better mother. They want to, take care of their parents. They want to go to these vacations without having to struggle for time and money. All right, I know that. So my passion and my calling in life, I know, is to help people to do that, right? And so what happened was I didn't see it happening. I was the only one making money. So I was like, why aren't these people making money? Why aren't these people doing what I was doing? And I really realized that because these people did not know how to market their business. When you get involved in network marketing business, they tell you to, bring people to your home meetings or do 3-way calls or do challenge groups or stuff like that, But the thing is people don't know, after a while, after you've gotten rid of your list and friends and family, they don't know how to get the masses to the challenge groups or to the home meetings or to the online webinars, right? So I figured that, if I can help these people, if I can learn myself how to market online, then I can actually help these people live their dreams, right? And so that's what I did. In May of 2011, the same time this was happening, I lost my job. Okay, so the domino effect when I lost my job, therefore I got evicted from my rental home. I lost all my investment homes, which was about almost $2 million in rental homes or in investment property. All right, I lost my cars. I lost everything. The only thing that I didn't lose was my mind and my family. I had those things, and those were the most important things to me because my faith has always been in place and always will be, right? All right, so what happened was that I lost all that, right? So I was like, you know what? I don't want to put the future of my family in the hands of a boss. And some of you may be feeling that, right? You may be feeling that. So no more anymore. That's why you get involved in a home-based business, all right? Because you don't want to put your family's future in the hands of a boss anymore. So you're going to do this. You're going to build this business. You're going to do it right, right? So I went on Craigslist trying to figure out how to do online marketing, which led me to a whole bunch of products that I got scammed off of. People saying that they were making 6 figures and they weren't making $1, right? So finally, after about 20 months of being burned out, broke, and scammed, I ran across a group of people. Thank goodness, right? I ran across a group of people who were actually legit. And why were they legit? How do I know they're legit? Well, because they came from a circle of influence that I trusted, and they just have a whole bunch of just communities that you just can't avoid after you get to know who their community is, right? You can't avoid them no more because everybody seems to be happy. Everybody seems to be going towards after one vision. Everybody seems to be making money that are committed, all right? And so what happened was I finally focused and stopped doing everything else I was doing and trying to learn every single thing, like build a website, learn HTML, learn video marketing, learn Facebook, because I wanted to help people learn how to market their business. But I decided that if I was to just learn what my mentor told me, which they told me, Tony, you just got to focus. You have to focus on one thing that you know is going to make you money, something that you're good at, because everybody's not good at everything. There's only certain people that are good at particular things. You got to find out what makes you happy. You got to find out what you're good at. And when you find that, do it consistently, do it passionately, scale it up, and don't let anything stop you. No life struggles, no distractions. Just go for it 110%. So that's what I did, right? And so when I decided to do that, after 20 months of struggling, the next 30 days that I made that commitment, I out-earned my job income that I found on the road to struggling, right? I earned over $6,500, almost $7,000 in a period of about 29, 30 days. And I did that because I stopped everything else I was doing that was distracting me, and I learned something that I agreed with, and I locked my hands with a community that was there to help me, okay, and show me the true numbers and show me the true way. All right, so that is my story and why I end up here today, because now the success that I've had is, you know, it puts me on the leaderboard on one of the teams that have over 40,000 people. It's the biggest team in the Power Network. And, you know, it puts me on the leaderboard there because of the commitment I made. Now, through this webinar, I'm going to mention some success points and some income points of some things that people have accomplished. Now, just because I mention these, we don't guarantee that it's going to happen to you, because your success and all your results are direct proportion and reflection to what you do, your work ethic, your dedication, what you do daily, right, and your commitment. It's all up to you and nobody else but you, okay? So I just want to let you know that. If you want to see our income disclaimer, just go to empoweredlinks with an x.com/income.php, and you're going to see all the average earnings and income disclaimers there, okay? Now, with all that said, and that's going to go on through the beginning and the end of the webinar. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to actually get going with the details, all right? I don't want to waste too much time on this. So I'm going to get going with the details, and we're going to get down to the dirt, down to the dirty about what this thing is going to be all about, because I'm telling you, there's so many people out there in network marketing struggling. You may be one of them, okay? But you need to know this one thing, okay, that is actually going to help you get out of this thing, because when I was stuck, it was the same thing. You know, I needed a mentor. I needed a community, someone who can just show me without just beating around the bush, show me everything. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually use my board that I bought for 10 bucks 2 weeks ago on Craigslist, right? And because I wanted to do things like this, I had so many things that I was learning from 7, 8-figure earners that I wanted to show people, you know. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bust this out, and let me see here. All right. Yes.
Tony,
Alex, I can see.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Alex is on right now, and Alex is, you know, one of my business partners, and she's on our team. You know, we're not under like a direct sponsor, the same sponsor or anything, but you know, we're part of the same team. You know, in our company, what we do is, you know, we all help each other. We're all part of this one group, even though we're not like in direct downline of each other. We always still help each other. I know in other companies it may be called crossline, but there's no such thing as that in our company. But she's been tearing it up. She's another you know, lady that I've just been, you know, seeing all around Facebook, and she's hitting the leaderboards now, and she's just, every day I just see like a new person that she sponsors. So I wanted to invite her on and share her story with you as well. And while you do that, Alex, I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff ready, but I'm going to just turn the table over to you. You know, take 5-10 minutes, whatever you need, and then as soon as you're done, I'm going to jump on. Okay?
All right, I got you. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Well, for everybody who doesn't know me, my name is Alexandra Hill. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 little girls, and the way I got involved in all of this working from home actually started when I turned 21, and I found out that I was pregnant, and you know, I was in law school, and I had to stop law school, and you know, just it was great, but it was also this mess because my parents were really upset with me. Anyways, I got married. You know, we started off a family very young, my husband and I, and we noticed that, you know, we weren't making ends meet. And you know, my husband had graduated from the University of Miami, you know, with a business degree, and we still weren't making ends meet. And it was just only him and me and a baby that was coming. And I remember I was I was worried because I had gotten into a car accident and I couldn't go back to work because I had something with my neck, which is gone, by the way, thank God. But anyways, I got into real estate investing, and I remember I was scoffed at, I was laughed at, I was made fun of so much in this industry of real estate, which is I'm surrounded by men. And, you know, but I was able to do it. I was able to, the first house that I bought and sold, remodeled, whatever, just to give you an idea of what I've done, I did for $40,000 in less than like 60 days. And, you know, I'm not offering that product, or I don't do that anymore, by the way, so I can't make an income disclaimer on that because that's something that I did years ago. But anyways, I continued to do that, and it was awesome. And it was awesome because I took something and I believed in it, and I ran with it, and I ran as hard as I could with it. And let me just tell you that everybody, their brother, their sister, and their mother was against what I was doing, and everybody had a negative opinion. Everybody had this, well, you know, you should be careful because this and this, and I hate that. My dog's crying. And I hate that. But anyways, I hated that then too, but I decided, I was like, I'm going to put this away because I know that I want to do something and I know that I can do it well. Anyways, I did it and I continued to do it. And then I was living in Tampa then. We moved back here to South America. I'm actually in Bolivia. And I moved back here with my husband 2004. And I couldn't really, you know, real estate investing is not so easy down here. So, and I speak better English than I do Spanish. You know, my father's American, so it was kind of hard for me, you know, to figure out what I was going to do. And I'm not really one to, I mean, I wanted to stay home with my daughter, and I definitely am a hands-on mom, and like I wouldn't change anything in my life. And I would never change my daughters for like a really high-paying job. For me, like my daughters is everything. That's why I'm so glad I'm here. But let me go through my story. So, anyways, I was here and I was in insurance sales. I sold life insurance, and very short period of time. I didn't really like selling life insurance. It was just, I hated it. But I did sell health insurance, international health insurance, and I was actually one of the top producers in the first 3 months. And I was taken to Las Vegas. You know, and just I won a lot of different prizes, and I was really happy and excited about that. You know, and then I got into a few MLMs, which I immediately it was very fast. You know, the way I would just be right away at the top. I'm not trying to boast or brag here. I'm just telling you, I was so driven, and anybody can be driven. You just have to be super focused. And I was so focused, and I was so driven, and I'd have meetings, and I could close, like if there was 15 people, I could literally close like 12, 13, like maybe 2 or 3, and I promise you those 2 or 3 people would come back and join. But it was fun, and it was great, and the whole get 3, call 3, 3 here, 5 here. Actually, for one of mine, I remember it was 6. It was 6 every week or something like that. And it burnt me out. It really did. I was burnt out. I was upset because I felt like I was driving everywhere. I was going everywhere for these measly startup fast start commissions. These fast start commissions were like $25. I'm like, I spent more on gasoline than your fast start. But anyways, you know, I ran with it because I went for the whole 3 to 5 year plan and all this stuff, and it was hard. And I remember I would run with it, and I'd run with it, and I'd run with it. And when I found myself in this really bad spot in my life where I was trying to bring a product into Bolivia, and this product was taken because you have to pay. You have to pay officials here, like government officials, certain things. I mean, that was then, and I couldn't pay that, so I couldn't bring in my product because I had to pay, like, on top of whatever you pay, you have to pay other extras, and it was just something that I couldn't do. And it really just literally really killed my business, the spirit that I had, because it was already really hard because I'm dragging myself along this long 3 to 5 year path. And you know, business down here is done differently. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm not getting into specifics, but it's just done really differently. And it's hard, you know, if you're a female and you want to do things the way I wanted to do them. So I was really down and out. And I found something on the internet, and it was funny because I'm so sorry, Tony, that you had bad experiences. I am so thankful to God that I didn't online, and I can say this with all honesty. I'll tell you why. I was pitched like 3 or 4 things before I got into this. And I liked all 3 of them. I mean, they all seemed really cool. Like they were throwing out all these claims that, you know, you could pretty much get rich overnight. And one of them wasn't, though, which is the one I stuck with. But you know, having my background in what little I did go to law school, and I had, you know, 2 cents. I was like, do I really want to get in these other ones? That because I had already been through all this sorrow, you know, all this stuff. You know, Tony probably got awesome offers. I probably would have fallen for as well. But these were only like 2 or 3 that I had gotten. And I remember I looked at each one of them. And, you know, I'll tell you guys what made me come to this company was that they had their income disclaimer everywhere. I was like, that is awesome because it was transparent. And you can't find an income disclaimer that transparent with other companies. You just can't. And then when I spoke to the person who was pitching me, he was like sending me the emails and talking to me. I was like, you need to tell me, I mean, is this fast? Am I going to get rich? What is this? I wanted to see what his response would be. He was like, no, you got to work hard. But if you do, it works. And I was like, awesome. I want in. Because I thought I could work hard from my computer and be home with my daughters. And I believed in it. I believed in it because there was a transparent income disclaimer. And the system just made a lot of sense. So I was like, this is it. I'm going to do it. And I want to tell my husband about it at first. I do not advise doing this, people. I didn't tell him about it at first. But when we were in Disney World, I made a commission while I was in Hollywood Studios. It was actually the same day. No, I'm not going to tell you that story. But anyways, I was in Hollywood Studios, and I made a commission. And it was funny because I got home, and like I got this email and it says, congratulations, you've made a commission. And I was like, and I had never made any money online, but I had never made any money while I'm having fun, like literally like that. Like, you know, MLMs, people start going. I was talking to a person the other day, won't mention any companies or any names, and she was like, I make so much money. I make so much more money than that. Because I was like, you know, this is really simple. You can have $2,000 and $3,000 days and $1,000 days. And she's like, I make more money than that. I'm like, yeah, you might, but you also probably break your bottom doing it because she's in an MLM. But there's some people that are not willing to listen, and that's okay. I'm just like, next. You know, because if people understood, especially you MLMers, because I used to be one, if you understood that you could take the knowledge and the info that we provide here and apply it to your MLM, you could, like, it's like multiplying yourself all over the internet. Like, how many people can you honestly reach in a day? Honestly, how many people? You can't really reach that much. So I loved this because I realized I could reach so many more people. Sorry, that's my dog. With the click of a button, literally, or like writing something awesome that I totally believe in. So, I mean, I'm glad I made it here. Income disclaimer. I don't know if I talked about my income, but if I did, I can't guarantee that, you know, you'll have the same results because I'm not a typical person. I don't do things that typical people do. I go out of my way to do things that other people are not willing to do, and that's what's making me successful. So, Tony, I'll pass it over to you. Don't know where you are.
I am here. Yeah, awesome. That's awesome. Oh, Alex is from Bolivia, by the way. And yeah. Did you cover that, Alex? I don't know.
A little bit. Yeah, I'm from Bolivia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom, all the way from down here, doing it.
And you're in Bolivia right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually hidden in my bedroom because my daughters are screaming watching the World Cup.
Oh, sweet.
USA, yeah.
Yeah, this room that I'm in right now, this is actually my wife's favorite room. It's her reading room where it's peaceful. And just in the last week, she's told me I've ruined this thing. Like this Asian wall you see right here used to be like right here, and now it's kind of like hanging out halfway in my house. And just so I can have this all set up. And if I actually turn the laptop around and show the room, it's a mess, really, it is. So it doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be professional to do all this stuff, you know?
That's right.
So, all right, guys, well, let's get down to it. That's awesome. Alex, you know, your story, you can tell guys here with what Alex is saying, a lot of times, you know, we get involved in business and network marketing and MLM, and we don't really, you know, the first time it never really works, right? I mean, nothing ever really works the first time. I mean, your first time you do traffic, it's not really going to work. The first time you convert leads, more likely it's not really going to work the first time to convert into sales, right? You're going to have to tweak things here and there, learn what you're doing wrong, and do what you know you have to do right, right? And so all that comes with experience, and all that comes with just, you know, connecting yourself with the community, with the mentors. So I know it's kind of blurry, okay? So I have this on the table, but I'm going to go through this, and this is going to be the formula, all right, that I've been doing so much research about, staying up late at night, paying money for it, and just figuring out how to do this stuff. And a lot of this stuff is by, you know, like I told you, people that I get coached from weekly, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it together in a simple format, guys, and help you understand it the best way. Because, okay, so this is how it goes. In network marketing, how we're going to help you achieve your first $5,000 earnings, all right, whether it's going to be in 30 days or 6 months. Okay, why do we want to do that, right? Okay, in the industry of network marketing standard, if you're taking on new teams and you're taking on new distributors or whatever coaches that you say in your business or whatever you call them, okay, the magical number is $5,000, right? And what's $5,000? Well, 5,000 is how much that you want to get your downline to be making within the period of like 6 months, all right? The sooner the better, all right? Why 6 months? Because what we have going on here, guys, is people that get involved in network marketing, all right? And we're going to be talking about personal development now, all right? Most of the people that get involved in network marketing, all right, they come from employees, right? Or self-employed. E is employee, S is self-employed. They come in with the mindset that if I'm going to do work, okay, I better get a paycheck for it. If I'm going to do work, there better be some money coming in for it, right? And a lot of times that doesn't happen, all right? So what we're trying to do is we're in transition. When people first get into network marketing, they're in transition, all right? Because what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to develop a mindset of what we do. All right, and sometimes it takes years, sometimes it takes weeks, because people don't know how to train that. People don't know how to commit themselves to conditioning their mind. Okay, because if you don't condition your mind to being a business entrepreneur coming into this industry, then it's going to be hard for you to go through the obstacles that you're going to need to become successful. All right, so let's go over this. Employees, what do they do, right? They're employees, like people who get a paycheck, like managers, people that work for hourly rates or salaries, and people that pay taxes, right? The government dips their hands in their pockets before they get paid, right? What else employees? Employees, they have a language like they always ask you, how much do you make, right? That's their language, how much do you make? Whether business entrepreneurs and, you know, people that are of high net worth, they ask, you know, what's your net worth? Okay, it's a different language, all right? So we have to get our people knowing that in order to be successful in what we do, all right, it's a different mindset. It's a different language, and that's all it is. And once you learn the different language, the different attitude, and you realize that we have to make a transition, okay, you're going to be 50% of the way there, all right? So self-employed people, what are those people? Those are people that actually own a job. These people work a job. These people right here own a job. These are like mechanic people that own their own mechanic shops that are there working. All right, these people are also like doctors that own their own practices, attorneys that own their own offices, real estate agents. That's what I used to do right there. And these are also the people who pay the highest in taxes right here. Self-employed people. They work the hardest, okay, because they don't trust anyone else to do the work. They don't think anybody else can do the job better than them, so they're always there working, all right? And if these two people, if they stop working, right, then their income stops as well, all right? So what we're doing is we're trying to transition these people, all right, over to what we call business owners, all right? And some of you guys may know a little bit of this language from Robert Kiyosaki, all right? He teaches all this stuff, and this is exactly, okay, what we need to help transition. So business owner, what's this? Business owner are people that can actually have a business and have employees and self-employed people work for them so they don't have to do the work. They just collect the money, they just have the vision, they just, you know, they think they're thinkers. These people are workers, right? And these people are thinkers, right? Remember that, okay? If you remember in the beginning, I told you to write down some notes. Remember that business people are thinkers, and E's and S's are workers. Because when these people think, all right, they think these people right here put their thought into action to build their business for them. So while these people are working, this person's paying them, they work to get paid. This person right here has a system that they've built, and money just happens to be making on autopilot for them, right? So these people right here, they work for money. These people right here, business owners, work to build systems, all right? So that's the one thing that you have to know, the difference between when people are coming into your business. You can't expect them to automatically know and understand what we do as affiliate marketers or network marketers. They don't have the language, all right? So that's the first thing. They do that pyramid thing, those pyramid scams, whatever. Those are the same people, all right, that are always looking at the rich people and saying, must be nice. Must be nice to have that big house, right? That's the way they talk. They're sitting back talking about you, and they're saying, must be nice, and must be nice to, buy your wife that nice watch and drive that Rolls Royce. Must be nice, right? That's the way they talk, and I've heard it all the time. I've been around those people, all right, and I'm just like, and it's just mocking to me, all right? Because these people don't understand. They have the same thing these people have if they would just change their language and change the way.
Because they're hating what could be theirs. If they only blessed that which they wish could be theirs, even if they don't like those people, then they're opening themselves to receive it. So it's sad. That's funny also how you mocked them.
Yeah, that's true. It's so true. Guys, all right, so this is what we mean by personal development, all right? So you have to have a way to have personal development going on with your team, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I bought this today. This is awesome because my little sponge that was working that I had earlier, this right here, doesn't work, all right? So, okay, so next thing you do, once they come in, all right, and you're getting them started right, and you start talking about, like, what it takes, what to expect, all right, and then you get them started on personal development. You recommend a few books, right? Okay, this right here is so important. It's 80%, guys, of what is going to keep them here in your team. Okay, and if they don't have that personal development, if they can't catch on that attitude to make that transition, more than likely nothing else of this is going to matter. Okay, creating traffic and all that stuff is not going to matter because that's the easy part: creating traffic, leads, and converting sales. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move to some numbers here, all right? So just to let you know, guys, in a traditional network marketing business, we'll put the traditional right here, all right? This is a traditional network marketing business, and this could be any of those MLMs that you've heard of, whatever the health and fitness, whatever the big names are, right? And then this is going to be the Empower Network, okay? Now, I want you to understand something, that we are not in competition with traditional network marketing people. No, our number one target audience is network marketers. We are in business, or we exist to complement and help network marketers or affiliate marketers or whatever, okay? So whenever you hear people online or whatever, Facebook, if you've heard them saying, hey, I'm growing my team, Empower Network, 100% commissions, all that stuff, all right, that's not really what we're all about. We are here to create valuable training to help you build your team and to make money, all right? So let's get that out of the way first and foremost. We are not here to compete. We're here to be with you, hold your hands. Not really hold your hands, but just show you how to do a lot of things that maybe a lot of people and distributors or business owners on this side don't know how to do. All right? So guys, listen, $5,000 a month, magical number, right? So we're going to do $5,000 right here. Okay, just to let you know that in order to make a $5,000 residual income in network marketing, okay, what they don't tell you when you first get in your business is how many people that's going to take. All right, now this is now I know that your companies, will have like fast start bonuses, and then for reaching different levels, you're going to have like bonus pools and whatever bonuses. Okay, this is everything in average, and this is like based on volume and the percentage of the volume, the residual that we're talking about. Okay, so $5,000 a month. What they don't tell you is that that's going to take about 3,000 people. Okay, in your organization, maybe more, maybe a little less, depending on your company's compensation plan. Okay, whether you're unit plan, binary plan, matrix plan, whatever. All right, so 3,000 people, you can bet to be making 5,000. All right. Now, if you want to reach the higher level, okay, and I'm talking about like $30,000 a month, right here. okay, what you're going to end up having to do, industry standards facts, you're going to end up having to have about 12,500 people, okay, in your organization, right? If you want to make $30,000 a month, okay, and you're making $30,000 a month in a network marketing business, okay, you're considered a leader. You're considered you have a huge team. I mean, you got to 12,500 people, right? Now, if you want to take that a step further, and you want to make like the elite dogs in network marketing, and you want to make $100,000 a month, because it's done, it's being done, right? Mm-hmm. That's $100,000 a month right there. You're going to have a team of about 300,000 people. Okay? All right. I reached the bottom. 300,000 people. Because when you get 300,000 people, you know all of them aren't going to be active. That's going to be about 80,000, 100,000 active people in your network marketing team, and that's where you're, you know, the industry standard, you can make $100,000 a month. Okay? Now, if you look at these numbers, and I told you that if you can't get your new member making $5,000 a month within their first 30 days to 6 months, you can basically bet that they're going to drop out of your team, quit, and say this thing don't work, and bash you all day long, right? That's what they all do, right? Then they'll get involved with another network marketing company and say that their shake tastes better, right? That's the way it is. All right, so 3,000 people to make 5,000. That's a lot. Now, when you have a new person come in, right, do you have the capabilities, or if you do, okay, does the rest of your team have the capabilities to teach your new members how to create traffic, capture leads, and convert sales and signups enough to where you can generate 3,000 people in your team within 30 to 60 days, right?
Tony, can you explain real fast what traffic is?
What's that, Alex?
Can you explain really fast what traffic is to people?
Yeah. Okay. And so that's what we're gonna we'll move on to here. All right. Create traffic. Thank you, Alex. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is this right here. Okay. If you can master traffic, mastering traffic is what's gonna get you this. Okay. But I don't want these numbers to scare you, because I'm gonna show you here in a couple of minutes how you can actually make $5,000 a month. Okay. Without having any more people than you see in the movie theater. All right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we get this by creating traffic, right? And what's traffic? Traffic is like, okay, if you have a money site, whatever your money site is, your network marketing company provides you with a website that has all your products and all your recipes. You know, if you're in health and fitness and stuff like that, your shakes, has recipes, and then it has like a join link, it has like a coach back office and stuff like that, right? So what you're going to do is you have to find ways to drive people to your website so they can learn about your business, right? Or if you have like a video that explains people to, like, you know, what about the compensation plan and how we help people live a healthier life or a more successful financial life, and we bust out these pamphlets and all that stuff, you know, we need to drive people to those videos. And how do we do that, right? Well, we do that by using the internet technology. Okay, you can do it offline too, and that's a lot of traditional network marketing shows you, and a lot of them now are getting into how to use Facebook and all that, right? But how many of us are actually professionals and proven and have the authority to teach our people that? Okay, more likely not more of us aren't than are, right? Okay, so why not leave it up to 6- and 7-figure proven earners that have mastered these strategies, and just go ahead and send your new people to these systems to where you can concentrate your time on building relationships and building the vision, edifying your team and all that stuff, right? All the technical stuff about training traffic and all that, okay, you can leave that to the Empower Network system, okay? So here's why, all right? So $5,000 a month. You can get your people making $5,000 a month, and remember our income disclaimer in the beginning, empoweredlinks.com with an X /income.php. To see our average earnings, okay? So what happens when you send your new people, okay, to the Empower Network? Okay, say you send all these new people to the Empower Network, okay, for the training that you don't want to invest your time in. I'm talking about traffic. I'm talking about capturing leads and converting traffic, right? So what we're going to do here is we are going to actually teach you how you can actually send your people, okay, to the Empower Network training system to take care of all this personal development, traffic, leads, and conversions for you, okay? So what's going to happen here? All right. In traditional network marketing, 3,000 people will equal $5,000, right? So what you want to do here is you have to know this, that in order to earn, okay, $5,000, okay, referring people to our Empower Network system. Now remember, this is not in confliction with your traditional network marketing business. Okay, you can do that instead of 300, okay, based on our compensation plan where you can earn up to 100% commissions, okay, for referring people to the marketing system. You can do this, all right, with 40 people. 40 people, okay? Now, what seems a little bit more attractive to your new network marketing member or your new affiliate member when they come into your business? Do you think they can see themselves sponsoring 30 people or 40 people? I would say 40, just to be in reality, right? 40 people. It's because our compensation plan and because of the value that we provide complements them. And so while you are making the money here off your referrals because you're helping them get the training, you're also helping them learn how to drive more traffic to your traditional network marketing business, and you're making money there. All right? So that's how you can make $5,000 within your first 30 days to 6 months. All right? So you may be asking, okay, well, the numbers are great, but how do they actually do it, right? So we'll go over that. And you can actually like autopilot these numbers on how much. I mean, if you make $30,000 a month here, I mean, usually it'll take about 200 people, all right, making $30,000 a month, all right? So what I'm going to do here, guys, is if you look at these numbers, okay, you can take a snapshot with your computer, use Jing or something like that, just take a snapshot of it because I'm about to wipe it down, all right? So let me wipe it down. I'm going to be talking about numbers as far as like sponsoring people, okay? Now, I learned this from an 8-figure network marketer, okay? When you talk about successful people that have built big teams and 6-figure and 7-figure earners, when you do an interview with them, and this was done by Eric Worre, an 8-figure network marketer, he said that they all had something in common, that people that were making 6 figures, okay, were doing one thing. And what they were doing is they can say that they can credit their 6-figure earnings to a 90-day game plan, right? 90-day game plan. I'll just say a 90-day plan. And what's the 90-day plan? 90-day plan is when you can sponsor 20 people in a period of 30 days. Okay, 20 people in a period of 30 days, all right? That's 30 right there. See that? 30. There you go. 30 days, all right? The average Joe can't do that. They can't come in and do that because they have to know certain techniques, they have to be coached, and they have to prove that they're a leader and they're committed in order to even work with an upline that has a huge team, right? So we're here to help you out with that. All right, so 20-day, 30-day plan, because what that's going to entail, right, is that's going to say 20 people you're going to actually recruit. Okay, out of those 20, there's going to be 12 of them that stick around. Right? There's going to be 12 of them that stick around. The other 8, they're going to sign up and you're never going to hear from them again. Right? So 8 of those, okay, people are going to stick around. Okay, and they're going to do something. They're going to sponsor a little bit of people. Okay, but they're not going to do anything other than that. They're going to enjoy the shakes and the vitamins and the soap and all that stuff. And that's pretty much all they're ever going to do is sponsor a couple more people and just use the products. Okay, and they're going to stand around. I mean, they're going to stick around. All right, and then from 8 of those people, you're going to have 4 people that are actually your leaders. Actually your leaders. All right, these 4 people are actually going to be your leaders, and out of those 4 people, you're going to have 1 person out of those 4 that are going to be doing majority of your volume. All right, all your volume and most of your money are going to be coming from that 1 person out of 4. Okay, that is going to be your main leader. All right, and then 2 of these 4, 2 of those 4 right there are actually going to be the ones, your long-term leaders, that actually hang around and stick around with you for 5+ years. 2. Okay? And this all came from 20 recruits. Now you say, okay, well, why can't I just sponsor 1 person a month over the span of 20 months? Okay? Well, success loves speed. Okay, when you sponsor fast and you put all these 20 people in your team all in 1 month, okay, now you create a camaraderie. Now you create a community, right? And all these people are now helping each other. Okay, staying motivated because people are making money, especially when you're driving them to the Empower Network system and showing them how to blog. And the system shows you how to do Facebook, shows them personal development, what to expect, you know, doing that transition. So you don't have to worry about that stuff, right? Okay, so now, if you sponsor 1 person a month over 20 months, the reason why you won't get the same results is because 1 person a month, by the time the 2nd person comes in, or by the time the 6th person comes in, the 1st person or 2nd person is probably already quit. They're not around. You can't build a camaraderie. You can't build a team of influence, right? So success loves speed, right? And so this is going to be a 90-day game plan. It's sponsoring 20 people in a 30-day period, and you do that for 3 months. If you do that for 3 months, you're going to work as hard as you've ever worked before, right? It's an industry standard. If you do that, that's where your six-figure earnings come from. Your six-figure earnings come from this 90-day insanity boot camp, as Eric Worre says. All right? And the only difference between six-figure earners and seven-figure earners is six-figure earners do this one time. Seven-figure earners do it multiple times within the year. All right? And then what they said was after they did this 90-day game plan, right, now they can just sit back, relax, and work on their leaders. You work on your leaders. You don't really invest all your time in all 20 people all the time because that's going to be 60 people, right? They're not all going to be leaders. That's just the way it is, right? They're not all going to be leaders. Some of them are just going to, like I said, drop out and all that stuff, all right? So what you want to do is you want to work with the people who are committed, okay? People who are committed. And I'm going to show you how it actually works, all right? So say you have a deck of cards. It's 52 cards in a deck, right? 52 cards in a deck. Let me write that down here because I can see that the sun, right there, 52. 52 cards in a deck. You know, you got your aces, your jacks, king, queens, and then your numbers 2 through 10, right? You have 52 cards in the deck. Okay, you're sponsoring 52 people, but after those 52 people, what you're doing is you're actually looking for your 4 aces, okay, to invest your time with, okay, because those 4 people are going to be the ones that build the organization that stick around and make you money, all right? And so what your obligation to do is to spend time with those 4 aces, right, and showing them, you know, just how to build a business, right? So okay, let's move on now. Now, as far as creating this traffic, okay, like I said, the Empower Network, what we're going to do is we're going to teach you. We have everything in the back office of Empower Network is digital. There's no auto ship. There's no drop ship of any products. Everything is digital. And you can go in like to the back office, and we have 5 core products, right? And what that is the $25 level, and with that you get a viral blogging system like a VBS, okay? And then as well, the second product is a Inner Circle. Okay, that's $100, and what the Inner Circle is, it's always updated audio, okay, that helps you with all the new things going on with internet marketing. If you're not someone who's plugged in with online marketing strategies and all the changes going on, okay, more than likely you're going to get left behind. More than likely your business is going to crumble because what you're doing last week may not work this week, right? So staying plugged in with a lot of the top marketers of the world really will help your business, okay? And then the Empower Network also has the $500 Costa Rican Intensive. Okay, and what that is Dave Wood, the founder of Empower Network, he had an event in Costa Rica where people had to pay up to $3,500 for it to attend, and they masterminded, talked about all these techniques and talked about all the things that were working, and were producing them 6-figure earners. Okay, so that's what these are. So instead of paying $3,500, you get to own that for $500. Okay, and for this as well, you earn $500 commissions off anybody you refer to that. Okay, so when you refer your new members, your network marketing business, they buy into the viral blogging system, you make $25, right? And they want to upgrade their training to the Inner Circle, for example, that's $100, so now you're earning $125, right? And then you want to upgrade to the next core product, which is $500, okay? And then the fourth out of the 5th is going to be called the 15K formula. This is the 15K right here. And what that is it teaches you compelling mastery. It teaches you how to do email advertisement. This is where the actual like hands-on training, everything that you can do, if you follow it step by step, this is where the transformational starts happening. But you can't do this unless you've gotten all this. Otherwise, this wouldn't make sense really in 100% kind of format, you know? So the $1,000 or the 15K is where you can learn solo ads, okay, which means where, like if I owned a website, if you're a network marketer and I owned a website that was a network marketing niche, okay, you can pay me like say $50 and I'll guarantee you I'll send an email advertising your company to my subscribers, say if I have 100,000 subscribers, okay, and you just email them. I'll send your email out to them and they'll click on your link and they'll bring them to your landing page and hopefully maybe you can get a couple of sales. That's what a solo ad is, and that's what's taught right here in the 15K, all right? And then the next one, okay, is the last product, and it's called the Masters. Okay, M for Masters. It's $3,500. one time. Okay, these right here, the last three products are one-time fees. You pay for it one time and you own it for life. Okay, and you earn 100% commissions basically on the top four, and then the Masters is the only one you don't earn 100% commissions from our core products, is where you earn 3,000. Okay, so all in all, if you had one of your members come in and they really wanted to get all the training, all right, you can earn up to 4,622 per sale, because this one's actually $997 in 15K. All right, 4,622 per sale. Imagine if you can get your team in and they can be learning all these online marketing strategies. One sale per month, they could be earning almost $5,000 a month. Okay. Now, like I said, just refer to the compensation plan, refer to the average earnings, guys. Okay, nothing's promised or guaranteed, but this is what works for the people who are actually committed and dedicated to the results, right? Okay, so this is what you get. Okay, with the Masters, you get just there is an event where Dave Wood had like just his top leaders out of like hundreds of thousands of people that are on his team. This is like a room of, I would say, maybe less than 40. Okay. And they talked about a lot of stuff that you just can't teach. That if you wanted to learn, you'd have to pay about $1,000 an hour from all these top producers in their companies just to learn the stuff that they teach in the Masters. All right. So for $3,500 one time, okay, you get to own that and earn $3,000 commissions on that. Okay. So remember, all this right here is going to help train your new member as well as earn commissions in their, up front. Okay, while they're building their traditional network marketing business. Okay, so why is that important? I'll tell you why. Because if you can get your people making money and learning at the same time, now you're going to have money that they can have to go to events. Now you're going to have money that they can have to offset their auto ship. That's about what, $120 on average a month in a traditional MLM. Okay, you got to get your auto ship, right? Because that's where the residual income comes from, is your auto ship. If people are spending so much money on auto ship and they're not making any money, more than likely you're going to get a phone call, or they're going to drop out and say, I'm putting more money into this thing than I'm making, so this is not working, this isn't for me, right? So they're going to get demotivated, they're going to just dilute all their dreams and all that, and they're just going to leave. Okay, so our duty is to help them get that personal development transformation, to create the traffic, right, by learning all the stuff from the Empower Network products, okay, capturing that traffic into leads, right, which you'll learn also in Power Network. I don't want this webinar to go on all night, right? And then to convert signups. So if you can just remember this formula as the 3 C's, right? Create traffic, capture leads, and convert signups. Okay, that's all there is to it. Okay, it sounds simple, okay, but each step gets into greater detail, is why you need the Empower Network system and why you need your team to become involved in at least a $25 hour blogging system, because just with that, you can get the mindset, you can get what they can expect and what they can expect to go through in our industry, okay? See, what am I missing out on here? All right. Okay, so we're approaching 1 hour. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put this in overdrive so I can get you guys out of here. But what we're going to do, guys, is if you want to know what creating traffic, okay, is, and capturing leads is, and converting signups is, more than likely, you're going to have to either like join webinars, right? You're going to either have to pay for products, JV's do products, or wherever you can get products I can teach you. But the thing is that if you're so scattered around and you're not really knowing one source and where to get it, a lot of times you can get confused, and a lot of times you can confuse your team, right? If you don't have one source, right, one source and one community, things can just get all over the place, right? So you can see that how this works, guys. This is how to build an explosive business, all right? So when I go back to my story in the beginning where I said that I was the only one making money, and I saw that no one else was making money like I was just kind of like heartbroken, and I wanted them to make money. If I had this system back then, I could help them learn how to market their business, get people in front of their challenge groups, as we called it back then, and they would have made more money. I mean, the more people that you have seeing your business, right, the more money you're going to make. All right? So let me see, what did I go over? The 20, 30? Yeah. Okay. So basically, in a nutshell, and I have like 5 minutes, what does Empower Network do? Well, it teaches you how to sponsor 2 people a day, right? And it teaches you how to make about $20,000, $30,000 a month in any company. All right, see the income disclosure, empoweredlinks.com with an X / income.php. Right, that's what they teach you. That's what their whole goal is teach you how to sponsor 2 a day. All right, in your traditional, in your primary business. If Empower Network's not your primary business, that's fine. You can have your primary business because that's what we're going to teach you. And if you don't have a traditional primary business, then Empower Network can be your primary business. Okay. And then they teach you how to sponsor. Earn $20,000 to $30,000 in any company. And how do they do that? 3 C's. They teach you traffic, leads, signups, things that most likely the average Joe won't be a pro at. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. As I'm majorly sweating because I think my AC is off. But
can I say something really fast, Tony?
Yeah.
Just the way I see it, to explain it, like also in my words, is this product is so important. Like this system is so important to anybody growing any business, because not only do they teach you how to get leads on the internet fast, where you don't have to be visiting a million people and being in all these different meetings, and spending your gasoline and all this stuff, but you learn how to do it on the internet. You learn how to massify who you are and all the talents that you have. And that's something really amazing that I saw in this company, is that if you have like a major talent in whatever part of your personality that you have, they help push that up. So this system is really amazing. If you are serious about your business, this is something you need to consider, you need to really look into, because there's nothing else on the market that I have seen that will help you boost your business the way this will. And if you don't have a business, this will be your business, and it can't get any better.
It's true. Okay, cool. Yeah, so exactly what Alex says. I mean, you're so spot on with that. If like she said too, if you don't have a primary business, if you're here looking at this opportunity because you're on our list or someone else list who referred you here, then this can actually be your primary business. Because you can this actually will train you all in one house, train you how to promote itself, the Empower Network, right? Okay, so guys, get started if you're serious about it. What's that, Alex?
I said it's getting 100. What would getting 100 people to see your business website per day do to your business? Think about it. 100. Now, what we teach you is how to get thousands. Think about that. Okay? Now think about what that would do to your business, and then think about the commissions you get from us, which are massive. Like, don't talk about 25%. Talk about massive. So this is really just about expanding. And plus, if you go and you look on the internet and read about statistics, our company, this business will also help you build a blog for whatever business you have. And really solid businesses on the internet, they can't survive without a decent blog. And we have an authority domain blog. So it's just like it keeps getting better. Like we could go on all night, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioning with having a blog, why do you need a blog? Because everything that we do, we live in an information age. Everybody wants information. So where do they go every time they want to find out something? They go to the internet, they go on Google or Yahoo, whatever, and they search, right? So everything that comes up is content. Imagine if someone, if you're in a weight loss business, if they can Google weight loss for men or how to lose 10 pounds in a week, and imagine if your content or your video was up on the first page of Google or the first page of Yahoo, whatever, how much more traffic that would actually get to your business, as well as Facebook. Imagine if if I was a person wanting to lose weight and I was really, say, in health complications because I was in weight, and on my Facebook, because Facebook collects data and they know that I would be looking at weight loss websites, okay, you can actually advertise your business to show up on my news feed, right? So it's getting in front of the right people and targeted people who they already know want to lose weight, right? So that's the whole aspect, guys. That's the whole difference of people who market ineffectively and people who market effectively, is that people who market effectively, like what we teach you with Empower, is we teach you how to market to the masses who are laser targeted, people that are already looking for your business, already want to get involved, all right? Not people that are like your mailman or your post office, the traditional list that they ask you to build. These people have no clue what you're doing. No clue. So why invest and waste all that time and try to prospect people who don't even know what you're doing and waste your time on them? No, you want to invest your time in people first who are already looking for your business, right? And like I said, there's going to be like 52 of them that get in your business because they're laser targeted, but only 4 of them are your aces. And with four of them, you can earn 6 to 7 figures. It's just the way it is, okay? Income disclaimer, once again, all right? Because I know from being involved in this industry, I know that a lot of these people that earn a lot of money, okay, in network marketing, it's all due to not all 3, 4, 10,000 people in their group, but it's all because of a select few, 4, 6 people in their team that are creating most of the volume, you know? So you don't look at those numbers and say, oh man, I got to have 12,500. I got to personally sponsor these, by myself. That's not the way it is. No, you want to find the 4 aces, okay? Because with the 4 aces, giving them the system to learn how to market their business, that team will grow exponentially and just grow. Imagine if you're sponsoring 2 people a day, right? And you teach other people how to sponsor 2 people a day. With our compensation plan and with earning up to 100% commissions, guys, I'm telling you.
And this system's automated. This is automated. Our system is automated. I love that.
Yeah. And I mean,
I'm at a wedding like on a Saturday, and income disclaimer, results not typical, and I'm making like $3,000 and I'm at a wedding.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and and with all this, guys, we want to let you know that just because you're going to have a done-for-you system pretty much that's going to train your team for you and all that, we want to let you know that you're still going to have to put the work in. You're still going to have to work hard. You can't be a lazy butt just hanging around thinking that this thing is going to be a magic pill, right? No. Okay, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to lead your people. You're going to have to build around the vision, create a vision, all right, and to keep up the motivation, right? You're going to have to take your team to events and all that stuff. Because if you just sit there and do nothing, I mean, it's just not going to work.
I get to almost every single event, and I'm in Bolivia. That's below the equator. That is in South America, and I get to the events. Okay.
I know you do.
That commission I made on Sunday and stuff like that. Like just to make things clear, I work my butt off during the week. I put in like 3-4 hours, but I work them hard, and we teach you how to do that. We're going to teach you how to maximize the amount of time that you can and really get the most that you can from those hours. There's like a wordage for that, and I totally forgot it. Sorry, I'm thinking in Spanish.
Yeah, so definitely, guys, you're gonna have to work hard. Going to events is obviously very, very, very important, guys. If you're gonna come in, you're not gonna go to events, and you're not gonna want to learn. This isn't for you. This could be a waste of your time. You don't even click on that link below. But if you are looking for something better, if you're stuck, okay, if you want a proven system that can help you leverage your time so you can focus on working with your team and building relationships and leave all the technical stuff to the other 6-7 figure earners that are there to train you for the membership site. Guys, listen, click on that link right now. It's $25. You can cancel anytime. If you cancel within 14 days, you get your money back, so it's risk-free pretty much. But listen, you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision, because if you don't make a decision, nothing's going to happen. You can't just sit there, watch every webinar, go to every event, learn everything, okay, because knowledge isn't power, but applied knowledge is power. You have to apply that knowledge, take action, right? And that's what we teach you to do, okay, in Empower Network. We don't only provide you with the training, but we teach you how to take action with it because of the community that you're involved with. It's just really, I mean, for me, for myself, because I see so many people, so many leaders popping up from everywhere. I mean, people that don't even speak English, or people that sometimes can't even see, some people that are deaf, they are making, it happen for themselves. It all depends on what you have in here, how powerful your why is, your reason for wanting to do it. Okay, is your why, is your dream, is your reason, is it bigger than the struggle? Is it bigger than the next door neighbor that says it's a scam? Is it bigger than your brother-in-law saying, oh, it's another network marketing business that you're going to fail in, right? Is it bigger than that? Which one is bigger? Because whatever's bigger is where you need to focus. Focus your time in, because where energy goes, attention flows, or energy goes, whatever they call it, right? Where attention goes, energy flows and results show. That's what it is. And it's so true. I mean, if you put your attention on all these negativity out there, you can find yourself feeling negative, because that's what your vibration that you're sending out, okay, to the universe is, and that's exactly what you're going to get. But if you want success, right, you want to start making more money, you want your debt to start going away, you want to start taking your kids out to Disney World and stuff on the summer, you got to believe it's going to happen for you, and you have to do the work, because when you do it and you feel that you're doing it, you're doing the work, you can feel it coming closer, and when you do that, it just all comes together, guys, and the universe knows if you are the person who has become the person that deserves your success that you want. If you're a big dreamer, then you have to become a bigger person, right? That's the way it is. You can't achieve big dreams if you aren't a bigger person yourself.
I'm Christian, and for me, it's like God has made every single person to be the absolute best you can be. And guess what? Like, some people might be saying, yeah, but my dreams, I'm so old, and I can't reach them because all my life happened to me. BS. You know what? You were created to be bigger and better than what you think. If you think you're good at this, I have news for you. You're much better than what you think you are. It just takes time to make a decision and say, I'm done with that person. Because you know what? I'm worth a lot more because God made you that way. And guys, I mean, if you're not religious, I'm not religious, I'm just Christian. I like to talk about God. For me, like, I am the daughter of the Most High God, and I know that I'm capable of doing so much more than what He has destined me to do. And I tell this to everybody that I talk to, whether they believe in God or not. I'm like, you can be better than what you think you can. And it all starts with a decision. It's easy to say, nah, that's not for me. See, that's what draws the line between successful and unsuccessful people. And it's really simple. Unsuccessful people are never, ever going to be uncomfortable, ever. They don't make decisions. They don't want to, when it's time to get up, let's say instead of at 7, you want to get up at 6 because at 6 in the morning you can do a lot more. Unsuccessful people probably won't do it. You see, what makes a successful person is somebody who's going to reach outside of their comfort zone, is somebody who's actually going to reach for what they believe in, is somebody who's going to do what nobody else is willing to do. That's why successful people is only like 2 and 3% of the human population. So you need to get in that percentage, and you need to make a decision, and you need to stop fooling around. Just point blank.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I wanted to click on that link again just now, Alex. That's awesome.
Okay. I'm going to click on it too. All right.
Listen, guys, take what we invested our time in here for you, right? Okay, and if you're not going to click on the link below, then whatever, take it and implement it in your life and your business, because that's all we're here for, really, to create value. And if you resonate with what we say, then just go ahead and click on that link. We'd love to have you on our team, but I'll know that you're going to have to do some work, and know that we work with committed people who are ready to take action, guys. All right, we work with the students. The people that are willing to be students. So if that's you, click on that link below, or get back to the person who referred you here, all right? Ask them questions, whatever you need, because they'll get you the information, all right? Anything else you want to say, Alex?
God bless everybody. Have a great night.
Awesome. You do. All right, guys.
And
you guys be good.
USA's winning.
Yeah. Did you say one thing?
I said USA is winning the World Cup. I think they won. I'm not sure. I just hear my daughter screaming downstairs, so yay. All right, guys. Over and out. Have a great night. God bless.
Take care.
Click the link.